for those lamenting about coups, remember there is also a civilian coup, Dr. Sam Amadi. Amid the ongoing global outrage that has created a takeover by General Chani and his soldiers in Niger Republic, renowned lawyer and public policy expert Dr. Sam Amadi has urged people to remember that coup plots are not limited to the military personnel alone, but are also carried out by politicians. In a series of tweets posted on his Twitter handle on Sunday, Amadi, who recently contested for the Labour Party's gubernatorial ticket in Imo State, pointed out that politicians execute civilian coups when they rig election and come into office by violating the nation's constitution. Going further, the renowned lawyer pointed out that Section 1 of the Nigerian Constitution not only prohibits a military takeover of power, but it also abhors a civilian coup d'etat by means of election rigging. He wrote, "For those lamenting about coups, remember there is a civilian coup where politicians wantonly rig election and come to power by violating the constitution. It is a coup. Section 1 prohibits both forms of coups. The answer to coup is a democratic election. I cannot stand a rigged election. It is the gravest crime against a society. If it's a democracy, let people choose. If not, call it by its real name, tyranny." Very interesting. I guess this person, because the civilian coup, I didn't really understand what he meant by that until he explained that politicians do it as well. Well, for you to carry out a coup, you have to be well connected, well organized, and have power. If you can have up to 50% of the existing power, then you can do a coup. But if not, you are fighting yourself. So at the end of the day, politicians doing that because they can rally and agree amongst each other and say, we're going to take over this person, or we want to be in office, so we will find any way possible to get there. It's as simple as that. So I'm not really sure about what Nigerians are to do with this, because I can tell you that for sure Nigerians are not ready. They are well distracted with other things going on. But a civilian coup, uprising, protest, which the NLC is actually planning to organize, what should we do about it? Apart from that, I don't think Nigerians are willing and are ready to even start, because let's be fair, the build up to the election, the support that was garnered, I mean, Nigerians tried. And so if we're revolution minded, then Nigerians would take this petitions court on top of their head. But honestly, I don't think there's a lot of pressure as it should be with INEC, the courts, and the political parties. Mr. Sam Amadi, your wailing may last for a lifetime. Interesting. Well, thank God the international community saw everything that happened in Nigeria. They have confirmed that the ECOWAS leader, the Tinubu government, is illegitimate. But I don't know what it's... I really don't see it. Like, international community, it's lost jurisdiction. No one can override a nation's constitution and have a nation. So it's like, my guy, you are really on your own, because the international community, they really don't care. Yes, we can record. Yes, we can make this go viral. But unless it is something of importance where, not importance, but where, okay, it's a massacre, as in thousands of lives are lost, as in war breaks out, fine. But if it doesn't get to that extent, trust me, the international community will close their eyes, and in their world, nothing has happened. There is no difference between a military coup and election rigging. Election rigging is even the worst. Money wasted, innocent people killed, hope dashed, and the time is wasted. Interesting. Do not mind them. What Yakubu did after the election amounted to a civilian coup. Interesting. The same Tinubu is now kicking against what happened in Nigeria, as if what he did was constitutional, a kettle calling a pot black. Honestly, there's no difference between Niger juntas and those who seized a barrel of guns, and Tinubu who bulldozed his way to power with his ill-gotten wealth. In fairness, the juntas may be buoyed by patriotic appeals to intervene, but against Tinubu's inordinate ambitions to rule Nigeria at all costs. And that is a dangerous thing. I think, desperation is always attached to certain things like money, fame, status and all that. But the kind of desperation where it's a fight for power, that is worse, because you are not doing you are doing everybody, right? You can go and choose to mess up your life. You can choose to, be desperate, fall into the wrong hands, make the wrong decisions. Great. But in this case, this is someone who's desperate to be president by all costs and told you, and did not even bother to try prove himself because he felt entitled to it. It seemed like as if there was a plan, like let's say how many years ago, where they decided, okay, this year this person will run, and maybe some people are trying to ruin and pour sanitize Gary. So it was like, hey, before we move further, because some people are moving crazy, there was probably a plan that existed, and it is my turn to be president. So this has been pre-planned from the beginning. People, I think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.